This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Welcome everyone to the July 3rd Board of Public Works meeting. We'll make a motion to open this evening's meeting.
Second.
Thomas Pillsbury?
Yes.
Leah Strode?
Yes.
All in favor, motion carries.
All right, getting to our agenda, item number 1 is public speak. If anybody would like to speak on anything not on the agenda, now is your time. No. Item number 2, mayor speak. Are we expecting the mayor to join us?
Not in town.
Not in town this week, all right. Item number 3, approval of the June 5th, 2024 meeting minutes. Were you able to review what Michelle sent out?
Yes.
Were you, everything acceptable as you remember?
Yeah. I noticed a typo, but that's not a big deal.
If you'd like to point it out, we can make a motion to approve them with the edit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Do you offhand remember where?
Yeah, it's under item 3, Main Street Design. It says Main like the state.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Next read it twice and didn't even catch it. Thank you. All right. With that edit, I will make a motion to approve the meeting minutes.
Here.
I second. As amended.
As amended.
Okay. Thomas Pillsbury?
Yes.
Leah Strode?
Yes.
All in favor, motion carries.
Thank you very much.
With that, I will turn it over to item number 4, Director's Report.
Okay. Union Street, no real updates. There's no work out there this week. They kind of just left the sidewalks as passable as they could, given where they're at, and we'll be back at it on Monday. They just take the 4th of July week off, the local construction does, so it'll just be continual sidewalk work for the next few weeks. But they're moving right along, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Looking great.
Yeah. I did receive an email from the state last week about the 141 paving we've been talking about. That is looking like it's gonna begin mid to late July. We need residents to be aware there's gonna be lane closures, detours, traffic delays. Once milling and paving starts. And another thing to remember is the majority of the work of that project is not occurring in Easthampton. We're moving the remainder of the road from Holyoke Line all the way to Northampton Street in Holyoke. And a section, I don't know all the streets there, but a section to Dwight Street and Lindor Heights. So I'm not exactly sure where those are, but it's a lot of paving, so. And a lot of residents use that road constantly, so it's gonna screw things up, I'd say, for at least 60 days or more by the time they get started, so taking 141 out of here through Holyoke is gonna be a challenge for people for a little while.
What's the plan for up and over the mountain? Are they gonna do closures like we do when we do road work?
I'm not sure,
Or
I'm not sure.
try and manage one lane on the
I
mountain?
think when the mountain, we've told them we'll work with them on closing the mountain on the steepest part.
Okay.
I think once they get to the top, it's a little safer to do
Yeah, obviously.
alternating one lane traffic, but stopping people on the mountain is never a good idea, so
Yeah.
we'll,
I was just curious if they had a traffic plan for that.
not that I've seen.
Okay.
But
Yeah, time.
more will come as it gets closer, because anything can happen. If it starts raining a lot and they get pushed to August, but as of now, it's still mid to late July, so
Okay.
that's the newest information I have. Mass West Construction completed the COA parking lot project. All the new signs are in, the paving's done. We signed off on completion of it. It came out great. They were able to get it done with the funding we had available, and we're very tight to the anticipated schedule. It wasn't closed, the lot wasn't closed any longer than we'd really anticipated, so that was great. The wastewater treatment plant aerator replacement projects moving forward. We're waiting for a full vote of the city council to appropriate $299,000 in capital stabilization funding, so we can sign the contract for that work to get started. So we did get a unanimous approval at the finance committee meeting last week, and we're just waiting for I believe the next city council meeting is July 10th for that full vote, and then we can sign the contract and get that in place. So, we received our payment of $260,302 from the Mass DOT. This is a portion of the city's fair share amendment funding, which is a new law that came in, I think, in 2023, which a tax on income over a certain level. I think if you make over $1 million a year, you're paying a little bit more of an income tax than historically. So the city's allotment of that funding was $260,302. We've devoted this funding to the purchase of a new street sweeper, and we expect to take delivery of that within the next couple of weeks. It's an Odra model MTH4 street sweeper on an Isuzu chassis that's capable of, it's got dual steering, so the guys can operate it from either side of the cab. So it's going to be a very versatile machine. We're looking forward to that getting here. We've been renting a sweeper and it's expensive. We should get, I'm hoping we see this get 15 years out of this machine. So try to take care of it. Much nicer unit than the one we had. The new machines have a lot more filtration equipment on them to protect the people, they protect the operator. It'll be, it's nice, it's available too. It's actually got our name on it. We could take delivery of it maybe even next week. So we'll just see that out once we get a radio in it, letters and all the sufficient lights on it and such. So, but that's all I've got for you for tonight. But things are moving along, it's been closing out the fiscal year, a lot of fun financial things we're working on with getting last year's budget closed up and this year's underway, so.
Transition period.
Yeah. I don't have an update really on Main Street. We did have a meeting scheduled for last week that Bowman asked to cancel because they're dealing with some staff transitioning right now, and we'll have some different people working on the project. So we have a meeting with them next week, and I'll have probably have a little bit more of an update, but I do expect that to kind of slow things down with Main Street a little bit. Won't derail the project or anything,
Right,
just
right.
kind of slow stuff down. So I was hoping to have something for Main Street for tonight. I think that's why we were planning to hold this meeting for July 3rd, but
Right, yeah, because we were waiting on that last meeting for the summary of
it got pushed.
public comment.
Yeah, got pushed again. So maybe we won't meet again now till August, right?
Right.
So might have something by then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Are you gonna relay summary findings, or do we expect them to present to the board at all? Or?
I wouldn't expect them to be at a meeting in August.
No, it was more just a question of
yeah.
what to expect on the agenda.
Maybe, but I don't.
No,
I
it
don't
was
see
more
that
just
with where they're
not
at.
it was not a request. It was,
Okay.
All right. Anyone on the board have additional questions for Greg or discussion on anything we've covered this evening?
I have a clarifying question about paving on 141. Is it just gonna start where the previous paving project
At Allen Street
here in Easthampton?
Yep.
Go all the way through Holyoke?
to Northampton Street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know which end they're starting
I
at? or
don't
even know.
I
that?
don't know any of that.
Okay,
We
just-
we did ask them to start here, but
I'm sure Holyoke
Yeah.
has the same thing.
yeah. So we'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a large project, so.
Huge project.
Yeah, it's
And with the highway interchange too.
it's gonna
that's
have
be-
traffic messed up on 141 for a while, even though, like I said, most of it's not here, but
Yeah, no,
It's,
That'll impact,
that's the access to the other side of the mountain and
Yep.
greater areas beyond. So,
Yep.
main artery, but it'll be good to have it done.
Yep.
All right, if there's no further discussion, I will make a motion to adjourn this evening's meeting.
I second.
Thomas Salisbury,
Yes.
Eastham,
Yes.
all in favor, motion carries.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.